One thing about Erik Ten Hag is he's pretty ruthless, and as soon as you don't meet his standard, he wants you gone. The only downside is the board can't always allow him to get rid of some of those players. But Erik Ten Hag is ready to get rid of lots and lots of Manchester United players yet again ahead of next season. Even some players he's willing to sell in January, and one or two of these players may surprise you. They've been pretty important for us this season already. We'll get into those players, who they are, and then we'll be talking about the Crystal Palace game at the weekend, the starting lineup that Manchester United are expected to play ahead of the Crystal Palace game with Reguilon and Martinez. Obviously not 100% sure if they're fit. How are we going to line up? 5 changes from the last Crystal Palace game. We'll get into the preview and the starting lineup for that game, as well as news about Antony returning. So hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football. Welcome back to another video. Please do hit that like button, subscribe down below if you're new, and share the video. So it said Erik Ten Hag is open to selling Maguire, McTominay, Donny, Sancho, Martial, Wan-Bissaka, and even Casemiro within the next year. So this kind of surprised me. Obviously, Maguire, McTominay, Donny, 100% we knew that they were for sale last summer. Sancho, we know he wants gone, and we know that Martial, like long term, yeah, he's not in the plans. But the interesting names that Ten Hag would be open to selling in the future are Wan-Bissaka and Casemiro. Now, this surprises me because obviously, one, this isn't the best source, but two, there were rumours that he wanted Wan-Bissaka sold for a while. Then Wan-Bissaka was good last season. He's been good this season. There's actually rumours that he could be getting a new contract. So I think the Wan-Bissaka situation, I think Ten Hag will probably decide at the end of the season whether it's worth keeping or giving a new contract to. I think as a backup right back is a really good option, but we do know from inside sources like the Musketeers that United next summer want 2 centre backs, a right back, 2 midfielders, and a right winger. Ideally, obviously we're not going to get all of those positions, but I know that's what we want. But the other one was Casemiro. Now, this isn't the first time there's sort of been reports of United interested in replacing Casemiro. Now, Manchester United's plan is to really find a Casemiro replacement within the next year or so, or bring someone in to fade Casemiro out. Whether it's sell Casemiro and bring in a replacement, or bring someone in to fade him out like Man City did with Rodri and Fernandinho, I'm not 100% sure. I think it would be smarter to bring in someone that's maybe 25, really, really good, fade Casemiro out like Man City did with Rodri. Well, I say 25, someone that's in that sort of 21 to 25 bracket, and then maybe bring in like an understudy like Oscar Zambrano from obviously Ecuador as well, like an 18, 19-year-old as well, just to be another option there. But there is reports that Ten Hag is open to selling Casemiro potentially in the summer if the right replacement is available, but that depends on replacement. But we do know, while I don't think Casemiro will be sold in the summer, and I think that Ten Hag sees Casemiro as really important, hence why he plays every game, I don't think he'll be sold, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do look to sort of do what Man City did with Rodri and Fernandinho, because he's getting to that age where we slowly fade him out. Obviously, I love Casemiro, but we have been looking at DMs. Again, this has been confirmed by multiple sources that United have been exploring the DM market. I mean, we've been looking at Palacios, who's more like Bruno Guimaraes. He can play DM, but I think he's better going forward. We haven't really looked at any proper out-and-out sixes, I don't think. But United are exploring the DM market. But again, not best source. And I don't think Casemiro will go anywhere, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get a DM to fade him out. And I think Wan-Bissaka, there was rumours of him leaving, rumours of him getting a new contract. I think we'll know come end of the season. But I think Martial, Donny, Maguire, and McTominay will all be up for sale as well. And also there's some question marks potentially around players like Eriksen as well at the club and his future. Now, enough of the outs. I want to talk about the players we have available. I want to talk about the game coming up on Saturday versus Crystal Palace. And I think because we played so well last game, I'm actually pretty excited ahead of this game. I'm pretty in the mood, if you get what I mean. I'm like, yeah, I want to watch Man United again. It's nice being like, you know what, I want to watch Man United play again. So we're going to talk about the lineup that I expect to see. And obviously that is going to be a Nane goal. And I think Reguilon is having last-minute fitness tests, but I don't think he'll be 100% ready from what I'm hearing. So the fullbacks, we're going to have to go with Delo and Amrabat, with Amrabat likely inverting. Now, at centre-back, we've got 4 options because Martinez is not ready. We've got Varane, we've got Lindelof, we've got Maguire, and we've got Evans. Now, I think it will obviously be Varane. He got taken off early as a precaution. Boom, boom, boom. And then I would probably say Lindelof. I actually thought Maguire was really good last game, but I think Varane and Lindelof are the preferred pairings ahead of that as well. So I'd assume that will be the back 4. Now, in the DM spot, it will be Casemiro. And in this spot, it will likely be Bruno or we could even see Bruno in this spot, which we'll get into in a second. So the question is who plays here, because Mesbury has been fantastic, but I think it will be Mason Mount. Because I know a lot of people are talking about Mason Mount right wing, but I thought Mason Mount was really good when he has the ability to come here and then switch the ball over here, which is what he did last time out. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's more kind of like this. The only question is who plays right wing, because I know Anthony's back, but I doubt he'll be named in the squad. You know, maybe Pellistri plays right wing, I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised if it's more something like this. And then Amrabat comes in to invert, Casemiro goes forward, Bruno goes forward. We kind of play like a diamond out of possession. I wouldn't be surprised if in possession, we kind of turn into a diamond. Here, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think as good as Mesbury's been, this will likely be the formation. So it will be kind of like this. The only question is who plays right wing? Well, he could play Pellistri there, he could play Garnacho there, he could play Mount there. There's a lot of players he could play right wing. Now, I think it will be Hojlund up top and it will be Rashford on the left. But the big question is, who does he play right wing? Well, I think it would have to be Pellistri. He tracks back, he can do his job as a right wing, and I think that's important. He had a decent game versus Palace. I think there's two ways we're going to line up. So we're either going to see this lineup here with Rashford, Hojlund, or Pellistri or Garnacho on the right wing, or we're going to see Hannibal Mesbury come in here, I think, with obviously Bruno then the right winger. I think, you know, there's so many ways it will be, but I think it will either be one of these with sort of Bruno on the right wing like this, or with Hannibal Mesbury coming in, or it will be the same team but a different way of lining up. Instead of Bruno being the right winger, it will be a diamond. Which, to be honest, I think because he's kind of reluctant to play Pellistri, I wouldn't be surprised if this is what we saw, the diamond. And I think maybe once Reguilon comes back in fit, Amrabat swaps in, Mesbury comes back there, but I don't think Reguilon's fit. So I think we're either going to play a 4-3-3 with either Bruno, Mount, or Pellistri out wide, or if Pellistri or Garnacho doesn't play and it's just Rashford and Hojlund, I don't know if he'll play Bruno or Mount out wide. I think maybe if Mesbury comes in, it could be a diamond. Let me know what you'd play. I'd probably play this formation here. I'd probably play the diamond. As good as Pellistri and Garnacho were, I would probably play what is on the screen right now. That would probably be my lineup. But it's so hard to know what Ten Hag's going to do because of that right wing situation. I think when Anthony's back, it makes it a lot clearer as well. But I know that Martinez is not expected to be fit. I know Reguilon is a doubt. So I'm going to go with this lineup. Do let me know your thoughts on the lineup down below. Now, lastly, I do want to get into some news on Antony returning. Manchester United put out a statement confirming that Antony is back in training and will be available for selection. Now, Antony flew back to England a few days ago, had questioning, and Manchester United were allowing him back. I think with the way the Antony case is going, I think, you know, it looks like he's going to be fine. We know that I think 2 people dropped out. We know that he's had interviews. The case has been dropped in Brazil. I think that the Antony situation looks like it's sort of coming to an end. I did say that a couple of videos as well, and I think Antony will be back. Obviously, the worst case scenario is we bring him back and there's a big U-turn in the case, and that would be absolutely awful. But I think that case is coming towards an end with Antony. So he is set to be back, and I don't think he'll be in the lineup today, but I think he'll be available for selection next week. I think Ten Hag will want at least a week of training with the guy as well. But yeah, let me know your thoughts to today's match preview ahead of the Crystal Palace game. Would you say diamond? Would you say 4-3-3? There's so many different ways we can approach the game and line up. I think we could potentially go into this diamond, but maybe in possession, Amrabat comes into the midfield here, and then you maybe see Bruno sort of go out wide, Mount and Mesbury maybe advance. I'm not too sure. Or you see Bruno maybe go out to the left, and then Delo kind of goes out high in the right, and we kind of play what we sort of were playing earlier. Let me know your thoughts. Please do hit that like button. Of course, subscribe down below if you're new. Share the video. See you next time.